The shift has happened, and if you have a ton of buyers in your sales funnel that just are not getting to the closing table, they're not getting their offers accepted, and you just feel like you're on a hamster wheel running and running and running, but nothing's getting accomplished, it's time to shift the focus of your business. That way you can survive. So in this video, we're gonna talk about why you need to list to last in this market. Let's dive into it. All right, so let's talk. We need to talk about this market, and we need to talk about making some changes in your business, just like I'm making changes in our business. So if you don't know, I have a real estate team. Last year we did very well, but the majority of our team and our leads coming in are buyers. And over the past couple years, we've been a very heavily buyer-based focused team, and we've done very well with that. But the market has spoken, and that just does not work anymore. So we're actually reinventing our team, we're reinventing what we're doing, and we're just changing the entire shift, because right now, if you're dealing with buyers, you're at the wrong side of the table, and this business is challenging. It's full of frustration, and it's just really, really hard to make a living just working with buyers alone. So if you're in that same boat and you understand what I'm saying, it's time to shift your business. What I want to do first is I want to dive into basically our sales funnel and show you all the buyers that we have that we're working with that are signed buyers. I'm talking about millions of dollars worth of sales volume that just is not coming out of the sales funnel and turning into closed transactions and commission checks. And that's been a huge problem, and we're actually shifting our business to overcome it. This is our actual pipeline. So this is our entire business. And if you don't have a CRM, I would highly suggest that you use Follow Up Boss. We've been using this for our team for the past couple of years, and it's just been a phenomenal system, and I highly recommend it to everybody. And if you don't have a CRM, that's a huge mistake, because this is basically your entire business in a box. It tracks everything. It tracks your follow-ups, it tracks your closings, it has a sales funnel built into it. So I highly suggest that if you don't have a CRM, even if you get something basic for now, you should definitely have a CRM, because this is your entire business in a box. So let's dive right into it. So let's look at our appointments. So our appointments, these were our appointments that we set this week. We had 6 buyer consultations scheduled. Some of them pulled no-shows. The next thing we have is our upcoming deals. These are people that we showed houses to, we've met with, but they just haven't signed a buyer contract yet. These are buyers, but they're just buyers that we have not signed. So that's what the upcoming deals tab is. We have 26 of those right now, and out of those 26, it adds up roughly to about 6.6 million in potential sales volume. After that, we have our actual buyer contracts that are signed. And those buyer contracts, we have about 26. We have a little bit more than that because someone just onboarded. We have an extra 4. On my end, I'm showing about 39 on the other board, so I have to update that. But right now, that's still where it stands, about $8 million in sales volume. So this is a huge pipeline that we built up, but it's simply not going to the closing table because none of the offers are getting accepted. We have 2 offers out right now, worth about $605,000 in sales volume. You know, who knows if they get accepted or not. We actually have 2 pendings. We're working on one of those being drafted to a sales agreement. We're waiting for the attorneys to go back and forth. And we have only 6 closings on the buy side this year, which is not good. Normally at this time of year, we'd already have 15, 20 deals under closing. So we switched to the sell side. We just started prospecting for sellers. We have no listings right now, which is terrible. And we have about 20 upcoming listings that equates to about $7 million in sales volume. So we're working with those sellers to be able to get them prepared to list their house and get maximum value. So that's what we're working on now, is just shifting our business to be able to get sellers on the market, because we know if we get listings that they're going to sell, the seller's going to be very happy, and things are going to work out really well. So what we're focusing on is we're actually focusing on absentee owners, because a lot of the people that we're calling when we're doing circle prospecting, basically telling us that they don't want to list their house even though the market is hot because they have nowhere to move to. So we're really focusing on people that have absentee owner properties, and we're really trying to do circle prospecting to be able to find owners that want to list their property and move to a different state. So that's kind of what we're focusing on. We're going to be cranking out a lot of phone calls and trying to shift our business into a listing-based business. We've worked buyers for the past couple years, and we've built a very profitable team out of that. But the market has just shifted in such a way that it's very difficult, even if you have a massive pipeline of buyers, to make it work. So if you're working in a real estate market and you hardly have any inventory and properties are getting 39, 40 offers that are going way over asking price, waiving appraisals, waiving inspections, it's a tough market to work with buyers. And we're simply on the wrong side of the transaction. We're sitting at the wrong side of the table. So you have to identify that, and you have to start working on shifting your business to a listing-based business, because at the end of the day, you have to list to last, especially in a market like this. So I want to start talking about more things that we can start doing to get listing business, because the majority of our closings this year have been listings, and it's been much more enjoyable to work listings in this market. You basically talk to the seller, you do a CMA report, you dive deep into how much equity they have, how much they're going to walk away with. You put the house on the market and it sells in a couple days. It's a really great market for listing agents, but it's a really, really bad time to be a buyer's agent. So I highly suggest that you work on shifting your business and you start working towards building a listing-based practice, especially in this market. So on this channel, we're going to be diving into our journey on what we're doing to get listings, some of the scripts that we're using to get listings, some of the ways that we're prospecting to be able to attract those listing clients, and we're just going to dive deeper into it. That way we can get some listings and work our way to the other side of this market, which hopefully is a much more balanced market, because that's when everybody wins. Buyers agents do well, sellers agents do well, clients, they do well because they're not getting into bidding wars, but the sellers are still getting good money, the buyers are paying a fair price. It's just a really good thing. But unfortunately right now, this is one of the most difficult markets to be a real estate agent, especially a buyer's agent. So if you're experiencing the same exact thing, drop it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what's going on in your local market and what challenges that you're facing. So if you like this kind of content, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button. I'll talk to you soon, and you have a great day, have a great week in real estate, and stay positive. Thanks so much.